is an angel. And those 365 angels are looking after us because they are different angles of emanation of vibration from the sun. Now, the sun being the chief life giver, if he's changed his position every day into a different angle, well, then that's going to affect us because we are directly sucking its energy. We are directly in its sphere. We're in the solar system, so we are just absolutely absorbing every photon that comes on every particular day, on a different angle, every day of the year. And people don't notice it because they're not looking. But the astrologer does, because he's looking for these and he sees them and he charts the course of the planets, and so he knows what they're doing. The sun that we have now was not so visible when Saturn was the sun. And if you read Hesiod and Homer and Virgil, Ovid and all of those greats, even John Milton and Dante Alighieri, you'll find that their works reminisce about a time when Saturn ruled the golden age. And he did, in fact he did. It was the central sun of the solar system. And the sun that we have now was, just a secondary player. And it appeared virtually out of nowhere around about 15,000 years. That's not my information, by the way. That's what I've read up on. And the scientists at Thunderbolts, I love that group of guys because they're really onto the mythology for looking for truth. But a good video to look at is Symbols of an Alien Sky. They've got a lot of good videos there. Wallace Thornhill's a great speaker and explains, the electric nature of the universe. But when Saturn then fell, his son Jupiter took over the reins, you see. Jupiter is Zeus, and Zeus castrated Kronos, remember? Defeated Kronos, his father Saturn. And according to all the mythologies, that was the day when harshness entered into the world. And in fact, Hesiod says in the Theognis, I think it is, or Works and Days. But anyway, Hesiod writes that Jupiter brought the 4 seasons and the suffering of the 4 seasons, but Saturn maintained 1 season. And how that happened is explained very well at the people on the internet at thunderbolts.info. And they've got all the videos there that explain the coaxial relationship between the Earth and Saturn. And coaxial orbits are where planets are lined up like a string, like say like a rosary necklace or something like that. They're all on the one axis. And so that was the arrangement of the planets. And there's other arrangements, of course. There's orbital arrangements, there's phase lock arrangements like between the moon and the Earth, etc. So this was a very, very powerful and strong hierarchy that we had in the heavens, and a very different configuration to what we have today. But something happened in the past, and the atom that we call Adam, which is Amun and Aten, etc., our sun, has lost some particles and gained some other ones, just like electrons do when they discharge particles and become negative and positive ions. The same thing happens with solar systems. They lose particles, they gain particles, they change. Nothing is the same forever. If one thing is true, is that there will always be movement. The souls are said to be released from this process and wheel of incarnation through the rings of Saturn at the Tropic of Capricorn. Capricorn is the place where the souls descend, and opposite Capricorn is Cancer. And that's where the moon is positioned, and that is where the souls come in. Cancer is the gateway of men. The Tropic of Cancer, that is. and Capricorn is the gateway of the gods. Now you'll find that both of these nodes in the arc of the circle are to be found where the divine crosses are to be found in the skies, which are where the ecliptic crosses the equator in the heavens. And that happens at Gemini and Taurus, and Sagittarius and Scorpio. Right next door to Sagittarius is Capricorn, the gateway of the gods, and right next to Gemini is Cancer, the gateway of men. So that's how it works. And as those skies turn daily and yearly, souls are coming in, souls are going out, souls are coming in, souls are going out. And that's how the whole process of incarnation on this beautiful planet we call Earth takes place.
Satellite pictures of the planet Saturn have shown a huge hexagram or hexagon, which looks exactly as the plastic under my cake. And it has to be considered that the guy who owns the plastic factory rather belongs to the financial elite than to the working class, who belongs to the financial pharaohs with all their secret lodges, secret symbology, and the true masters of our planet. There's a whole secret world of the enemy within, amongst and around us, of which we hardly have any knowledge due to their hiding, strategy and laws of silence, camouflaged by lies and eternal false promises. These secret symbols show among themselves that they're part of the Per A big house clan, and that the item should be bought at their factory, almost as vulgar as a dog lifting its hind leg to mark its territory. Saturn again. I think there's another spot. So this is the like the satellite picture of Saturn, really. There it is. Well, I hope the cake doesn't do this in my stomach. So that's Saturn again. And if they already hide their secret markings under the cake, what do you think what nanotechnology, fertility killing materials are hiding within the cake? Today I read in the newspaper how outdoor jackets contain immunity killing, thyroid gland destroying and fertility attacking chemicals as polyfluorized PFC chemicals, or even worse, the perfluorooctane acids. So you're sweating inside this lab-tight structure, the pores and doors of your system are wide open, and it gets all sucked inside your genetic system. And it kills our human fertility. The bees are dying, and we won't be able to make any more children soon. With all these hidden dangers in our cakes and clothes, we'll soon have to fill in a triple form to apply for an artificial insemination, where of course only the pharaoh's DNA will be injected to fulfill our mammal instincts of getting pregnant and have children. For everyone. Well, for spreading their genetics, this works even better than the first right, or the prime noctus, the le droit du seigneur. So, just back to my cake. So here's the square, which is which is us, the pyramid, And here we can see the square here as well, around it, and that's we underneath, and on top it's them ordering us, the top of the hierarchy. So it's amazing how stupid they think we are. I mean, in this symbol here under the cake, they give away the symbol of power, the structure of power. Here it is, under a cake. This is the structure of power. This is exactly how it works. And I just wanted to give you some more numbers. The hexagon symbolizes the square and compass. The number 6. You get the picture? The octagon symbolizes Switzerland and the Templars, the number 8. And we are the base of the pyramid, the number 4. Giving all together 684 from inside to the outside. And when minus 18, which is 6 plus 6 plus 6, then the number 666 will appear. The wartime number. When we, the 4, will be given the number 2 from 8, so the octagon, the military, police, Nazi, Templar forces, 1 point, all weapon in each hand, and the right to kill will be given. So 666 is the right to kill, whereas 684, only octagon has this right. So 6 gives the orders to 8, and 8 gives the orders to 4. So the hexagram or hexagon is 6 is the square and compass. Planet Saturn. Planet Saturn. They laugh at us, the enemy within, because they can get humanity, get used to everything, as all organization is useless, because it will get infiltrated and betrayed in the end, because they are hiding. Humanity can only resist by the sacrifice of the independent warrior, keeping his intentions to himself, and who sacrifices his middle-aged life for the beloved and younger offspring. Some mothers make warriors out of your sons, so the pharaohs can't get them and make soldiers out of them. Only the independent sacrifice of the individual will provide mankind's delivery of the reign of the enemy within. All organization otherwise will shatter. We still outnumber them, but not for long anymore. If we don't act now and honor the lone warrior principle, well, honestly, I think mankind is too stupid, too cowardice and too selfish to understand this.